Are vaporized foods coming to a restaurant near you? Do morning workouts beat your cravings? And read labels for a slimmer waistline. For today's September 26th, this is Food News Today. Good morning. Food News Today is sponsored by ConAgra Foods, who shares with me the desire to provide the most current, interesting, and unbiased food news. Right now, there's somebody in Europe inhaling their food, and that's possible thanks to a little device called LowOff, created by French scientist and Harvard professor David Edwards. LowOff is a large glass carafe with an ultrasound device installed at the bottom. It's filled with special crystals that vibrate rapidly when LowOff is switched on, thereby creating ultrasound waves. Now, these waves create alternative low and high pressures throughout the liquid, which then make it bubble and vaporize. The cloud can then be dispensed from a nozzle on the side. It then stays suspended inside the glass for a minute before it sinks. Diners describe the experience as having a taste or flavor sensation without actually having to eat the food itself. So what's the point? Well, some say that it can curb cravings and help people stay on top of portion control after getting a satisfying whiff of flavor. But we have to remember, to eat real food, we need our vitamins, minerals, and yes, even calories. Professor Edwards is adamant that this smoky little bowl will go on sale in France in several months for less than 85 pounds and quickly catch on around the world. Researchers have recently uncovered a relationship between reading food labels and obesity. According to the study, female consumers who consult food labels weigh, get this, nearly 8.5 pounds less. In terms of body mass index, those consumers who read labels have a BMI of 1.49 points lower than those who never read food labels. Now, the study used data from the annual National Health Interview survey performed by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Over 25,000 observations were collected on health and eating and shopping habits. Some other interesting findings include that smoking populations pay much less attention to nutritional information, no surprise, and furthermore, city-dwelling populations take nutritional information into account the most. This is also the case for those with high school and college education degrees. As eating establishments across the country contemplate including nutritional information on all the foods that they offer, this study signals the effect that reading labels could have on our country's obesity problem and help to solve the problem. Working out makes you super hungry, right? Well, it might be all in your head, as new research from Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah, challenges this long-held belief. Researchers found that 45 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity in the morning diminishes one's motivation for food. Researchers measured the brain activity of 35 women in response to images of food. Now, the images were viewed after a morning workout and also on days that omitted the workout. Participants also kept a food and physical activity diary. The exercise day produced lower brain responses to the food images in both the obese and normal weight participants. They also increased their overall physical activity the day they worked out, but ate relatively the same amount of food as when they didn't work out. And that suggests that increasing caloric expenditure, being more active, does not necessarily translate to increased caloric consumption. Previous research had found that vigorous exercise reduced levels of ghrelin, the hunger hormone, while increasing the peptide YY, a hormone that reduces appetite. Both studies point to the fact that regular physical activity plays a more significant role in weight loss and obesity than simply increasing the number of calories burned. The study will be published in the October issue of Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise. I hope you'll remember to log on to foodnewstoday.com anytime and access our archives and replay our past episodes. And thank you for joining us.